Alrighty, so I wanted to test out Baldur in Demon King because obviously Albedo has kind of been the go-to for Team 1 for quite a while because there is just a team comp that you can, kill turn 1, or well, on your turn 1 with the counters and everything, and it's really good. So we're going to be using a defense-related team and try to boost up Baldur, which we have 4 allies with unknown race, so I'm hoping that, that's going to be an additional 40% defense related that he gets, and hopefully with him starting with a level 2 stance, like right out of the gate, and Demon King attacks into you turn 1, and then I get another turn where I can throw out my level 1 stance. I'm hoping that we can just get through phase 1 just like with the Albedo team, and it won't be an issue. The only problem that I could maybe see is that we don't have like an attack related stat increase with this team, because I'm not using Kizuna or anything, which means that on his second turn, the last card that he uses is actually a whatchamacallit, it is a delete card, and it could delete some stuff out of my hand. Hopefully we'll kill him by then, so it won't matter, but we're ramping up a little bit here. Obviously, every attack that he does to us is going to increase our crit damage, so that is very good. 909. So I also don't have a way to cleanse off those debuffs, which is bad because it is a defense decrease. So, I mean, it's only 10% at the moment, so it's not crazy. But I think we just throw out the Baldur cards, increase our damage dealt, and see if we've ramped up enough. I kind of assume we haven't at this point, but we now have the Nanashi buffs, which is also defense related. There's probably a separate team that you could use instead on this one. Okay, attacking into Hawk and Oslo, which is a counter. Okay, 1.2 mil. There's another defense decrease for us, so we're getting kind of bad RNG on the debuffs, unfortunately. But he's gonna be really close. Depending on what he deletes out of our hand here. 20% HP left is not bad. I think we can go for maybe something like this. That's not quite as much as I was hoping for. Raftalia doesn't do nearly as much either. We did not play into the rule there at all, so that's also incredibly bad. But hopefully the taunt, or the counter, can kill here. I think there might be like a different setup that we could use instead. Oh, 1 HP, okay. This kills, and then I normally swap to the Sins team on phase 2 anyway, so this would be my new phase 1 if I was using this team. I don't know if there's a better team that can clear this faster. I'll look around and come back, but at this point it's always me swapping over to the Sins team, and then I can play it like, play it out from there. So yeah, I don't know. Let's go for upgrade onto Escanor here, so that way we can use his as level 2s, and then Melee will rank himself up for level 3. This isn't necessarily about the Sins team, so I'm just going to go ahead and probably skip this part, and then I'll just reopen it, and then I'm going to look around and see if I can find a cool different team for the turn or the phase 1. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I was using the unknown card set, which was actually just boosting attack. So I am swapping that over to the God characteristic one, the newest one. I only have it at level 4 at the moment, but I'm really close to getting it to level 5, but I'm missing out on 1% of basic stats and 2% of damage dealt to enemies. So take that into consideration, but Marilli and Sora have both done a video on using the defense team, or like the Baldur team against Demon King, and unfortunately they use the same thing, but it seems like they are using Freyr in place of the Raftalia, so we are still using defense food and everything. I think everybody's stuff is still correct. I don't really care if he's got a bad link on, but yeah, God characteristic card set should come in handy here. We'll see if this makes all the difference. I mean, it does increase our single target damage, and I mean, I guess the counter is a single target, so I assume that's why we're using it. Plus, he's a basic stat buffer. I think that's pretty much it. I don't know. Okay, attacking into Hawk and Oslo here. What's it looking like? Looks pretty much the same at the moment. Not too sure. Boom. Okay, 844. Okay, only one stat decrease on turn 1 this time, so that is somewhat nice. 1.2 already is actually pretty good, so I think we just do the same thing that we have been doing. We'll just increase our damage dealt, throw the stance on, throw the attack out, so that way we just do as much damage as possible, so that way we can just swap to the other team in phase 2 like we have been. Okay, got a crit there. I think if we actually had some crit chance rolls, I know Devo has been a good advocate for wanting to throw a couple of crit chance rolls in there for his actual regular attack card and his ultimate, but I think if we would have had some crit chance rolls there and crit more, it would have been really, really good there, but I think this is looking really good. He's going to delete some cards out of our hand right here with this, but the way that I run Demon King, I swap to the other team anyway, so I don't care what he deletes out of my hand. Does it even delete now that we killed? It doesn't look like it does. So, okay. That is the same speed. Well, I mean, maybe it's a little less fast because you're watching more counter animations with this team, but in the same amount of turns, you're getting through the first phase like you would with Albedo, which is really impressive, I have to say. That is incredibly nice. So, what do we do here? I think we upgrade melee, maybe. I guess I'll just show the rest of this run, but yeah, I don't know. Phase 2, I don't really have any issues with, but then again, this team is like super, super easy to beat Phase 2 with. I have UR Festival Gother, UR Festival Escanor, UR Festival Meliodas, and the newer Green Deanne, who is the Valentine's Day one. The fact that he debuffs right there, which for the first time, I think, ever that I've seen, he actually triple single targeted Deanne in the last run that I did, which is very, very weird. He normally always debuffs, and then melee has all creation turn 2, so that really threw me off, but I can actually throw out level 2 here, level 1 here, and then the level 3 from melee. Unfortunately, I really like... I mean, I probably could have upgraded that differently and used the... Well, I guess I would have ended up having to use a melee card regardless, because if he debuffs you, melee's cards rank up. And you can rank up Gother on the first turn, and then if you use a different skill with a different character each time, because they're all different races, you'll actually level up his card into a level 3, which is nice. But because we stun him there, I don't get all creation again, which means that I'm just not actually getting the damage that I would want out of the card. So I think that I'll throw this and this, so that way I can keep this as a level 2. And then we should be chilling for the time being. Because Escanor does some really good damage as well. I think we're going to end up getting him into the 40% area right here because of the passive. And it's going to give him some HP-related stats, which means that he's more than likely, going to bring himself back out of that a little bit. But it's fine. Debuffing again, so we're going to get our passive procced on melee, which is great, because now we'll have all creation. Let's see here. Did I need 2 level 2s? Did I screw myself there? I actually wasn't paying the most attention to that. If so, it doesn't really matter. No, okay, it's 1 level 2, 1 level 1, and then a level 3. That will bring him down to 0% HP. I'm pretty sure once you get him to the 10% mark or lower, he loses the HP-related stats, so he won't actually, like, get his HP back anymore, and, like, bring himself out of this 40% zone. But not a big deal. It would have been ideal if we would have attacked him... Oh, well, yeah, if we would have attacked him before he had the HP-related stats, that would have been better. But now we are out of the 40%. We have rank up, actually. I'm just going to throw this out because I want rank enhancement. Technically, it would be better if I used the Deanne stance first, and then the Escanor single target will kill here. So even if you can like get him down to 0% or like 1 HP before he loses the immortality, like you can basically just coast at that point. You're literally done, and then you can just fall back on your other team if you want to, and then just have them do 1 damage. Even if he puts up the stance, like he only has 1 HP. So yeah, I don't know. Baldur as a replacement, actually usable. Definitely like an interesting option. I don't know. I typically use the Albedo and I use attack food, so the attack food is helping the Sins team on my phase 2 a little bit more. So I don't know that I would personally swap if you already have Albedo, but if you don't have Albedo, for those that don't and who are looking for a decent option, I do actually think that Baldur is pretty decent. Like, he actually works, same amount of turns and everything. As long as you have a decent setup for, you know, phase 2, then you're pretty much chilling. So I'm pretty happy with it, honestly. I'm impressed. He is his counter very crazy. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys later.